Hey, in this video, I'm going to be talking about goal number 1, using the order of operations to evaluate expressions. First, 1 and 2, notice neither of them has an equal sign. That's what makes these expressions. I'm going to take the x and the y, and in number 2, the z, and I'm going to substitute in these numbers. So x is going to become x equals -4, y is going to become -5, and z is going to become 6. So I'm going to rewrite this first expression. 5 stays the same. These little brackets, they might look confusing. Don't worry, they're just another way of putting parentheses. So I'm just going to use a parenthesis. 6 times the x is going to change into a -4 plus 4 parentheses 8. The y is going to change into -5. And then we've got -9 parentheses and another parentheses. This is the problem that we're trying to do. We're following the order of operations. We move inside the parentheses, multiply before we subtract or add, and blah, 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 blah. Better way of doing this problem, especially with so many numbers in it. I am going to open up my calculator. And in my calculator, I am going to type exactly what I see actually right up here in the original. So 5 parentheses 6 x plus 4 parentheses 8 y minus 9 parentheses. And that is the original expression. If you hit enter, calculator's not going to tell you the answer yet. Now you've got to tell the calculator, okay, what I really want is I want x to equal -4 and I want y to equal -5. This is a calculator you're allowed to use on the test. This is a calculator you're allowed to use on the SOL. Learn how to use it. When I press enter, you can see it tells me my answer right up here. It is -1,100. Right there. Same problem you get if you work it out step by step. If you work it out step by step, though, you're going to end up doing 8 times -5, which is -40, and then subtracting 9, which is -49, then multiplying that by 4, and then multiplying these two together, and then adding them, and then finally multiplying by 5. It's a lot. So we use a calculator to make our lives easier. The second example, exactly the same thing. I'm going to take this expression, and I'm going to type it directly into my calculator. So again, this time I'm going to move the calculator over here, give more room. I've already got x and y in there, so all I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of the expression, and I'm going to type in my new one. My new one is x squared minus, and then it's got the absolute values. Yes, those straight lines are absolute values. I can't use parentheses for that, but what I can do is right there. Right around the A, do you see the straight lines? That's my absolute value. I'm going to go back to the ABCs, and I've got y times z. And I'm going to end the absolute value. Y times z, I could just put y right next to z. Now, again, you'll notice it says, wait, I can't do that problem because I have not yet told the calculator that z is equal to 6. And once I tell the calculator that z is equal to 6, it tells me my answer is -14. This one's a little bit easier to do by hand if you wanted to. We would do that just by saying, okay, we got x squared, which is -4 squared. I put it in parentheses. I know. I'll get back to you. Minus absolute value of y, which is -5, times z, which is 6. This one, I start inside that grouping symbol, inside that absolute value. -5 times 6 is -30. And then the absolute value of negative 30 is actually just 30. And negative 4 squared, be careful, put this in your calculator and don't put the parentheses, it's going to tell you the answer is negative 16. It's not. Negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. So we end up with 16 minus 30, which is, of course, negative 14. If those problems went well for you, I got a challenge. If those problems didn't go so well for you, I've got a redemption. The redemption, if you got one or both of them wrong, go ahead and give this redemption a shot. You want to make sure that you're using b equals 7 and c equals negative 9 in your expression. Make it a little bigger. Absolute value there, c plus b minus c squared. Again, you're going to have to not be tricked by that c squared. If you felt good about it, you got those first two problems right. You're like, I don't need another easy one. Here you go. Here is a challenge for you. Put those together. Make it a little larger. This one, you can see there's a lot of fractions going on. This is going to be difficult to put into your calculator, so you're going to have to do some thinking. Go ahead, I'll give you some time to do those.